Hello everyone, I am Professor Nayana Snake, Department of Information Technology, Parvatibai Ganbamose College of Engineering, Wagholi, Pune. So in today's session, we'll start with the Unit 6, that is the last unit of your SDM subject. So we'll just go with the overview of the Unit 6. So first we'll see overview of the software architecture, definition and overall software architecture. Then we'll see designing client-server software architectures. Then the next point is designing service-oriented software architecture. Then we will see designing component-based software architecture. Then designing concurrent and real-time software architectures. And last one is designing the product line architecture and related case studies. So in Unit 6, we will go with all these points which are listed here. So this all unit is about software architecture for designing the different types of software architecture. So let's see one by one. The first one, we'll see what is the architecture and what is the system architecture. So, or we can say the software architecture. The architecture of the system describes the major components. So whatever components you are having in your system, so architecture define that components, their relationship, we can say as a structure of that components and how they will interact with each others. So the software architecture will always give the view of your different components, their relationships and how they interact with each other or how they are placed. That means that structure, how they are structured. So the software architecture and design includes the several contributing factors such as the business strategy, such as your quality attributes, your human dynamics, then design and the IT environment. So we can say that the architecture is a blueprint of the system, or architecture serves us as a blueprint of a system. It provides the abstract view, or we can say the abstraction, to manage the complexity, to establish the communication or between the components and coordination between the components. So it provides a blueprint of the system, and also we can say that it provides the abstraction to manage the complexity of the component, to establish the communication between the components and coordination among that components. So you can see the diagrams which is given below. We have in the first phase we have the domain analysis, we have requirement analysis and we have risk analysis. So the desired things are given to the software architecture design phase, and one side we have the hardware architecture design. That means the different hardware devices, the different hardware components that we are using in a software designing or while developing a software, so that are considered here. So the hardware architecture is given, and then if there are certain requirements, if there are certain modifications, so modification is given to the particular phase, and again they will refine the things and they will provide the desired requirement for the software architecture. So software architecture is nothing but we can say the framework which will give us the abstract view of your system. And then once the software architecture has been designed, then actual coding, actual testing and actual integration, detailed coding will be started. So this software architecture is the middle phase between your requirement analysis, requirement gathering and between your actual implementation. So software architecture is nothing but we can say the blueprint of the system, or we can say the framework of the system, which will provide us the components, which components are used in that particular system, how the components are interacting with each others, how they are coordinated, how they communicate with each others, and what is the structure of that components. So if you see the software architecture, so the software architecture and design are divided into two phases, two distinct phases. The first is the software architecture and software. The next one is the software designing. So software architecture and designing, these are two different phases. First is the software architecture and second is the software design. First architect the things and then design. In architecture, the non-functional decisions are cast and separated by the functional requirement, and in design the functional requirement are accomplished. So you can see the diagram, the software architecture. We have different factors which are considered while we are designing a software architecture. First is your quality attributes, then the IT environment, then the human dynamics, then the business strategy, and the last one is the design. Here we have the client server architecture high level diagram. So you can see, as we have always seen this diagram multiple times. So if you go for 3-tier architecture, the same diagram will be there. If you go for the client server architecture, the same diagram is there. So you can see here the multiples n numbers of user who can interact with the system through the front end, or we can say UI layer. So the number of users, the different user interact with the system through the front end. So while the user are requesting something, the request goes to the application server, and then application servers to the database. So whatever data the user is asking is retrieved from the database. Again, it is fetched to the application server. Again, in a proper format, they are displayed on your front end of the multiple users. So always the client server architecture, always there is a 3 different phases. First is the front end, second is the application server, and third is the data layer, or we can say the database layer, where from front end the multiple users can give the different requests from different UI as they are operating. So the request goes to the application layer, so business logic will be developed. Then we have the database layer, so whatever data is needed from that users, the data is fetched, and again with the proper format they are sent it to the frontier, or we can say it is displayed on the user's PC. So these 3 things, the 3 things of your client server architecture. First is the front end, that is a piece of software that interact with the user even if they are on the different platform with the different technology. So some might be interacting with the Facebook, some might be interacting with the Chrome, some might be interacting with the some other applications. So front end can be anything, it can be any technology, it can be any platform. Any front-end module in a client-server architecture is designed to interact with the existing device on the market. So this level contains the logic screens, you can say the menus, you can say if you go for the website, so that is also one interaction application to the user. The reports are there, menus are there, data screen is there, number of applications are there who will interact with the user to take the request, or we can interact through our PCs, mobiles, then we can say Android phone, smartphone. Okay. So that are things that user interact with the system through the front end. The second one is the application layer. That means this is the server where the software modules of the application are installed. So all the softwares are installed on that application server. It connect with the database, that is we call as a backend, and interact with the user. That this application layer is like a waiter in the restaurant who will take the request from the person, the guest, and who will give to the database. Again, whatever, or we can say it will give to the kitchen, the chef. Then whatever menu is prepared, again it will be served by your waiter. So application layer, or we can say the application server, will act as a waiter like in a restaurant, if you take the example of your restaurant. Then last one is the database server. That means this server contains the multiple tables of the data. A lot of indexes are there who will index each and every table. The data managed by the application is there. So searches, insertion operation, deletion operation, update operation are executed in a database layer. So these are the 3 layers of your client server architecture. So I hope this basic part is understood by you. If you have any query, you can comment in comment box. Further part will start with the next session. Thank you.